All right. All right. Hope everyone's having a good day. So over the next couple weeks, we are going to be looking at a bunch of the clubs and activities that are available here for you to join at BG. Towards the end of the month, we're going to be having the sports teams talk about what sports are offered here and things of that nature. I was going to have some students from each club come in and talk to you about the clubs, but they were scheduled for yesterday, and with all the internet issues, we didn't get to do it, so I am recording it today. So a lot of freshmen last year were able to get at least one or two clubs that they were interested in off of this presentation. So I'm hoping that each of you can at least find a club or two that you are interested in. So first thing you need to do before we get started, if you haven't done so already, is go into the freshman core class, or the BG core curriculum class in Schoology. Under it, you will see freshman core. And then under that, you're going to see a PDF that says interested clubs sheet. This is the sheet you're going to be using to take notes and just know about what clubs you're interested in and give you important information you need to know. Some of the things I recommend you write down are who the sponsor of the club is, or the coach, when their next meeting date is, or when they do meet, and also if they have a website or a Twitter account or something of that nature. Today and the next 3 days is basically just a chance for you to get information about the clubs. You're not going to know every single detail about the clubs. And then after that, you use that information to get more information and to find out where the clubs are and who the club sponsors are. Once you open it, though, you'll notice there's an arrow, a box with an arrow to open it up in Notability. I recommend you do that so that this way you can take notes directly on your iPad. You know, I didn't print them out this year. This way they're always with you. You know where to find them and all that stuff. So I'm going to give you a second to find the interested club sheets. If you aren't in the BG core curriculum class, shoot me an email and I will send you the course code to join the class. Until then, what I recommend is that today you kind of just take notes in your planner about any of the clubs that are on here that you're interested in. Okay. The first club we're going to talk about is the Model UN Club. It's run by Miss Shin Cooper. It meets on Thursdays in C104. If you know anything about the United Nations, you like debating, you like looking at world issues, things of that nature, this would definitely be a good club for you to consider. Miss Shin Cooper is in the social science department, so if you want more information on this club, go see her. They meet Thursdays again in room C104. The next couple of clubs we're going to talk about are in our fine arts department, and they actually are associated with classes here at BG. The art department offers a bunch of different offerings for classes, and there, as you can see, there is an art club that you can join. Before you graduate from BG, you do have to have a credit of fine arts, so definitely consider one of these classes. If you're interested in studying art, you'd probably look more at the art survey. If you like creating art, you would start with Art 1, and then that would lead you to a bunch of different classes that are offered here. Mr. Field and Miss Price, they're down in the art room. To get to the art room, if you're walking in from the main foyer by the deans and the principals into the freshman hallway where the lockers are, you make that first right through the double doors, and then you make another right and you'll find them down there. Band is with Mr. Jacoby. He has a website if you want to get some more information with them. If you made a chance to come to our freshman tailgate into the first home football game 2 weeks ago. You definitely heard the band playing at halftime before the game, just to the right of Grove Street. So band is a club, but it's also a class that you take during the middle of the day with Mr. Jacoby. If you're not already in band and band is something you're interested in, I recommend reaching out to him and talking to your counselor to see if we can get it to fit in your schedule. Choir and Expressions. Choir and Expressions is run by Miss Utley. They are close to where the art room is. If you walk again from the main foyer into the freshman hallway, you make a right. There, that first room on the right side. Sometimes during the lunch hours, if you're walking through the hallways, you could hear them singing in the hallway or in the stairwells. Both of these are auditions. You auditioned to be in these clubs, and auditions will be coming up at the end of this year. So not really anything you could do right now, but you could definitely check out the website. You could check out Miss Utley's Twitter accounts for each of the clubs. You could talk to her to get some more information. You see the dates for auditions. So you might want to mark those down in your planner. Yeah, so if you like singing, check those out. And Orchestras with Miss Bennett, once again, it's a club that is done but through a class. So once Orchestras towards the middle of the day too. 3 different types of orchestra. There's concert orchestra, symphony orchestra, and chamber orchestra. If you play the violin, the viola, the cello, the bass, or even the piano, you can join as well. If you go on Facebook and look up BGHS Orchestras, you can check them out, or on Twitter, BGHS Orchestras as well. So Battlebots, not sure how familiar you guys are with Battlebots, but if there was a TV show on a while back, and it's coming back, where you basically create a robot to destroy another robot. It's a pretty cool club. It's run by Mr. Pitchick and Mr. Murrin. They are in the CTE area. Mr. Pitchick teaches Project Lead the Way and robotics classes, and Mr. Murrin teaches the auto classes and Project Lead the Way as well. The club hasn't started yet, so dates will be announced soon during our morning announcements. So if this is something you're interested in, be sure to listen up for those. The big thing that they do is the district competition on February 5th and 6th, where all the Battlebots clubs in the district, they compete head to head. What's really cool is that it's streamed throughout the building that day, and I mean, who doesn't want to build a robot to destroy another robot? It's pretty cool. So this is a club you're interested in, or if you like building things, or you're interested in engineering or anything along those lines, be sure to reach out to Mr. Pitchick and Mr. Murrin. Environmental Club with Mr. Koziak. He's in the math science area. Do a lot of good things for the environment. They do a coat drive during the winter months. If you're thinking of pursuing a career in environmental science, or possibly to take the AP environmental science class, this would be a club for you. Another cool thing they've done is, if you notice at some of the water fountains, there is a water bottle filling station. They were responsible for getting those installed in the school. They meet Tuesday mornings at 7 a.m. and alternating Tuesday afternoons after school. And it is in room A253 up in the math science area. So if this is something you're interested in, I recommend you go see Mr. Koziak. He teaches in the science department, and just ask him for more information. GayStraight Alliance is run by Miss Smith in the Social Sciences Club. They meet during the lunch periods, and they rotate throughout each week, so that you're not missing the same class every week. The point of this club is to promote open-mindedness, to educate people, and to also just promote that everyone's treated equal, which I think we all can agree with. Promotes equality and acceptance regardless of personality, lifestyle, and sexual orientation. One of the big things they do is second semester, the Day of Silence, to represent all those without a voice who are discriminated against. So this is a Great club for a great cause. If you're interested in this, go see Miss Smith in Social Sciences. Students Against Destructive Decisions. They're having an informative meeting. Well, they had an informative meeting September 8th. So if you are interested in this, definitely listen to the announcements. It's a social responsibility advocation, and just to kind of promote making smart choices. Free Flow Crew Hip Hop Dance. So if you like to participate in hip hop dancing, this is definitely the club for you. It is run by Miss Price, who is an art and photos teacher. You would perform at a bunch of different activities, including basketball games, the Multicultural show, and their own show in the theater in May, as you can see from some of these pictures. This Friday, there will be an informational meeting in the dance room right after school. The dance room is, if you're walking down the stairwells just outside the main gym to go to your locker, it is in between the boys and girls locker. So they are meeting there Friday, September 11th. If you like to dance, this is definitely a club you should consider. Book club. We do have a book club here. I did not, unfortunately, receive any information in regards to when they are meeting or where they are meeting or who the club sponsor is. You could find that information on the BG website under activities. But I would definitely, if you're interested in the book club, pay attention to the morning announcements when it comes up. Make sure you get the information and join that. Who doesn't like to read? Multicultural Club, I talked a little bit about them with the Free Flow Dance Club. It's run by Mrs. Pilarski. She is one of the school counselors down here in Student Services. They meet every Wednesday after school in Student Services. Today they will not meet, obviously, because we have the open house. But starting next week, if you're interested in the Multicultural Club, you should come down to Student Services after school. Basically, the Multicultural Club, what they do is they just promote different cultures, promote the customs and traits from those different cultures. Just having a lot of cultural pride in where you're from and where you came from. So if you take a lot of pride in your culture or want to learn about other cultures, this is definitely a club you should consider. Once again, it's run by Ms. Pilarski. She is one of the counselors here, and they will start meeting next Wednesday after school down in Student Services. So that's all the presentations and the clubs for today. Next time you come to advisory, we will have a bunch of other clubs and sports or clubs and activities to present. We have 2 more days from the clubs, and then the last day will be information about the sports, about when they start, who the coaches are, things of that nature. Keep that document that you opened up in Schoology saved so that the next couple days you can come back to this and you can add different information for different clubs. If you are writing some information about a club and you forget something or you're unsure about it, shoot me an email or come down to Student Services or just ask one of the BAMs. They've been at this school for a while. They can direct you to the right person or the right place. I'm sure they could even tell you about some of the clubs and some of the clubs they belong to. Definitely look to get involved in school. It gives you something to look forward to at the end of the day or during the day. Obviously studies show that your grades, students who are involved in a club usually do better. So yeah, that's the end of today's presentation. Next time you come, we'll have a couple more clubs for you to learn about and hopefully join. Have a good day. #1BG.